Mm-hmm. 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 Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? Let's go! Hey! Yeah, this is my life, my strife, my right to fight, to die on. And this is my game to play, to claim a brand new name, And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done. But what's the point of living if you ain't having fun? I guess I'll try this, try that, might miss, gotta find what I'm good at. I guess I look here, look there, over where am I scared, where am I at? I gotta make it in this life, whatever makes me happy, know I'm doing things right. Sipping in the summer on a goose and Sprite, or find a nightclub for the end of the night, And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be?
Good morning, hello, welcome back to the Sim Shack, and welcome back to me, Sim UK. I hope you're doing really well. You may have noticed, forgive me, I've just finished a banana off. I always seem to do this. I challenge myself to see whether or not I can eat or drink something before the live stream starts. I don't know why I do it. I never do it properly either. Right, you may have noticed that F1 Manager 2024 has come out. Now this game and this company have come under a lot of flack recently, especially last year. The way they behaved was absolutely disgusting. There were a lot of very unhappy people, and I made, I think, a very balanced review on this game, highlighting all the pros and the cons, but not really sort of landing one side or the other, just saying, you know, there are improvements, but they're not good enough. They just seem to think they could just follow the EA system and just re-release the same game over and over and over again with minor tweaks and just re-pull the money. But no, people are like, that's not acceptable. One thing they've done now, after what's this, 3rd edition, 4th edition, they've actually put the ability to create your own team, which is something we all asked for on the very first game, and it's something they should have done in the very first game, but at least they've done it, I suppose. Now, one of the other things I really think this game needs, and I don't know if they've done this, is the ability to have keybinds, because using your mouse for everything, especially in stressful situations, is not ideal. I did create a system whereby, I forget what the tool is, but I can call out commands using voice attack, which then press a keybind system, which then will move the mouse to a particular part on my screen and click a button. So I did kind of manage to make it work, but it won't work with this new system because there's a whole bunch of new stuff. But it looks like once again, no keybinds whatsoever. So you're still going to be faffing about with the mouse, and it's kind of the same old thing, isn't it, really? So we could start a new career, or we could create a new team. So I'm only interested in creating a new team.
Formula One. A new season and a new dawn as a brand new team lines up on the grid. That means an even harder challenge to secure that coveted championship silverware, as the on-track action is turned right up to 11. We're ready for excitement
11.
as the teams return to the drawing board in the battle to end Red Bull's dominance.
That was quite funny.
They'll need to balance their aspirations for high performance with the risk of pushing too far and inviting catastrophic failures out on the track. With many drivers on the last year of their contracts, team principals will need to ensure that they're kept in the right mindset across the whole season, as well as managing sponsor demands and protecting their most valuable assets from the prying eyes of their rivals. As a new competitor enters the fray, anything is possible. This is Formula One.
Yes. So I'm just off the back of that remembering all the issues before. Drivers just crashing constantly for no reason whatsoever. Right. Sim UK Racing, of course. Origin. What's this? 01? 02? Oh, hang on. What's this? Your story. Live the definitive Formula One fantasy and create your own team, then lead them to victory as their team principal. 30 million cash. 140 million cost cap. Team rating 0, I guess. Powertrain manufacturer Ferrari. You can freely choose the quality of your cars, facilities, drivers, and staff. Okay. Hungary newcomer. Victory Schultz is a maverick entrepreneur disrupting industries around the world. They've now turned their attention to Formula One. So they've got 20 million. And they're a Renault engine with 1 star. So these are like preordained then. So I don't really want to do this. I want to go from absolutely nothing. Absolutely 0. Start all myself from nothing at all. I don't necessarily want to have a Ferrari engine, although I wouldn't turn one down. Okay, team setup. Starting balance. Let's make it as hard as possible. 2 million. Are you kidding me? How can anyone start a Formula One team with 2 million? That's mental. Let's try it. Let's just see what happens. Infrastructure, nothing. Car performance, 0. What's this? No facility can start higher than level 3, but I can have nothing at all. Oh, I see. I see. So there has to be something on... I have to use up all of these. So they can't all be 0. I have to have each of these facilities. I see. Well, let's have a look. See, what should we put our extra point on? What do we think is the most important thing? I'm going to say the design center. Staff facilities. So that can't be 0. Team hardened stuff we don't have. Operation facilities. So basically, I mean, that's as bad as it could get, right? You couldn't get any lower than that. Drivers. Choose the 2 main drivers for our team. So he's at level 72. Kushmani. Franco Calapinto. I would like to know a little bit about these drivers. I can't afford him at 11 million. So real or generated? Yeah, I don't care who. Rating. They've got to be right down here, haven't they? Age range. I want someone young. 16 to 21. Okay. So, I don't know if these are, because of AI tools these days, I don't know if these guys are real or fictitious, to be honest with you. I don't follow F2 or F3 or anything like that, so I won't recognise anyone. Oscar Piastri would have been my go-to guy, but he's already proving himself as an F1 superstar, as I suspected he might. There's a lady here, rating of 55, Jacqueline Ray. So these guys are expecting 2 million per annum. We've only got 2 million. This guy's actually quite cheap. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce his name. Amaury Cordial, 857,000. So I think we're going to have to go based on... Oh my god, he's the cheapest guy, isn't he? Right, he's the cheapest youngster. Let's put him in... Hang on a minute, what happened there? Right, so we'll pop him in car 2, and then in car 1 we'll go for someone who's a little bit older, but equally as cheap. So she's quite cheap. Sophia Florsch. She's very cheap, in fact. I think we're going to have to go with her. Come on, Sophia. You're my number 1 driver, even though I think your rating is lower, isn't it? No, it's... Oh, because the age range has changed. 65 and 58. So she should actually be our second driver. But, ladies first. I'm a gentleman, after all. So that's it. We've got our 2 drivers. They're not exactly groundbreaking. Choose my staff. I don't know how we're going to survive this with 2 million quid. 3 million per annum, 2 million per annum. I can't afford these guys. All. Bring their rating right down. They all want 1 million. Something similar. Right, so I'm going to say Vardello Brian. She's the only lady. She's not got a bad score. 70 is pretty good. I don't see why I would pay an extra million a year for that 1%, because she'll get better over time. Head of aerodynamics, 1 million, 1 million, 1 million. Okay, 75, 75, 75, 75. Let's go with 1 million. Toby Brown. I think he's a real person. We'll have him. Ah, right. Race engineers. These guys are a little bit cheaper. That's good. So they get really cheap down the bottom here. Andrea Tessie Mancini. Or... yeah, I'm going to go Christine Fox, I think. She looks... pretty good balance. Engineer number 2, I think I'll go for this guy. Mattia Ostelador. So we've got 2 ladies together and 2 men together. That kind of makes sense. We'll see how it goes, because they might not get on. Right. So that should bring the costs down. Probably won't improve our performance. Right, what powertrain are we going to go for? So Ferrari has the best fuel efficiency, which I find surprising. No, sorry, Renault has the best fuel efficiency by quite a long way. So I mean, that could give us a distinct advantage because we could put less fuel in. But very fuel efficient. The power's quite low though. I'm going to go with that. Team colours. Red. White. And royal blue. It's not showing up very well over there though, is it? Oh, you can spin that around, okay. Yeah, that's not really showing up very blue, is it? That's quite irritating. Why is that? I'm having to make it really dark to show up. Oh, I can add a colour? Wait. Oh, I see what I've done. I've added a tertiary colour. Okay. Okay, I understand. Right, car livery. Actually, yeah, okay, let's do this. Let's go new. Oh, it looks like you can change the colour of the wheels as well now. That's pretty cool. I did like it when McLaren did that. It does stand out, I have to admit. Which one do we like the look of? I don't like that red. That's the wrong red. Oh, God, no. So I'm guessing we still can't make our own. That's not too bad. We go back. Okay. So it's going to have to be blue, white, and red. Blue, white, red. What? Oh, there we go. I mean, that's not the most exciting, is it? There aren't many options to pick from. Oh, these are the ones that I can't have because you've got to pay an extra 12 quid to get them. And of course, they're better than the rest of them. That's not too bad. Quite like that. I do feel like the colour's off a bit. That doesn't... That's like a sky blue. That's definitely not what I picked. See, damn it. Now I want to... This. Carbon fibre. Satin. Gloss. Matte. Metallic. Quite like metallic. Horizontal gradient. Saturation and brightness is at maximum amount. Okay, that's doing... Oh, that's interesting. It's doing just this bit. Decals are disabled until sponsor package is negotiated. Okay. Got it. Okay, now I understand. So I don't think that looks too bad, you know. I was going to swap the red and the blue around, but I'm kind of digging it right now. I think that looks pretty groovy. That'll do for season 1. I'll take that. Save. Save over that one. Yeah. I'm not convinced that does things all the time, to be honest with you. Alright, we'll save that. I'm happy with that. We'll rock and roll. I think the car looks fairly decent. I want to do something with the wheels, though. That's the car livery. Swap to the tyres. The wheels, sorry. Oh, that's pretty angry. I like that. So the middle bit is the primary paint. So yeah, we can go blue with that. And white is the... So where's the white bit then? So the white bit doesn't seem to be doing anything. Oh, hello, what's going on? Oh, I see. So you can't have 3 different colours for the wheels. It affects the car still. That's most irritating. Alright, so we'll put that back to white. And I guess we're just stuck with that. We can't really do anything. That's really quite limited. I was kind of excited that they've given us wheel decals to play with, but it doesn't really do much. It's quite disappointing overall. Alright, we'll save that for now. We had a little bit of a play with it. Driver suit. New one. Let's come right down to the bottom. Work our way back. So can we pick the colours? Is this going to change our primary colour on the car as well? think it is. I think it's gonna... So that's really crappy. I think if I change that, it's going to change the colours of the car. It's so limited. That really is very disappointing. Let's go yellow. That'll stand out well against the car. Logo. What have we got? So you can make a logo. Okay, so you can add different decals. There's not much here. So that doesn't look too bad, does it? Yep, okay, we'll go with something like that. And then a bit of that in the background. But, oh, you're joking me. I can't switch the order in which they're... So stupid. Right, okay, so I'm going to have to duplicate the one that's at the bottom, then duplicate this one to get the S over the top, and then delete that one. Instead of just dragging and dropping them in the order I want them, that seems really silly. But I'm quite happy with that. We'll go with that. Saved logos. Yeah, that'll do us. Apply and save design. Apply, save. Yes, I've done that. Why can't I get out of here? Thank you. That's it. We have a team. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. I'm wondering if I should change this blue to be a more sky blue. Or maybe change that. Oh, wait, that was fine. Colour. There we go. There we go. That's a bit more in keeping with the The team logo and such, color code. That's cool. Right, next steps. Team principal, my name, Bim. UK, first time manager, car development, hard, race, hard. Let's see what this means. An in-depth approach to car development projects will be required to develop your car at competitive rate, a demanding challenge. Hard. Other teams will be highly intelligent and aggressively efficient with their strategies and tactics. A demanding challenge. Okay. I should expect nothing less for the top of the table. Let's do it. So, Season 1 with a £2 million budget. I mean, God, what are we expecting? Jamie Humphreys, hey there, welcome to the team. We're excited to have you joining us. I'm your personnel officer, and I'm here to get you settled in. There are many ways you can influence our operation, but my recommendation would be to focus your attention on our car and the drivers, ensuring... Really? Wow, how insightful. Ensuring those areas work well will have the biggest impact on our performance this season. Of course it will, plonker. The HQ is yours to explore, although there's nothing you need to address before our first race of the season. Take a look around now, or continue if you feel ready. We should have a voice actor doing that, rather than having me read it out. Facility navigation. Between races, you can use the button bar to move around your facility to manage different areas. Once you've completed all the tasks you need to do, you can use the continue button to advance time towards the next event. There are many different events that could occur and interrupt the passage of time. Most of these events, such as race weekends and car parts project completion, are shown on the calendar and the upcoming event list. Okay. So why are they not happy? They've just joined a brand new team. Mentality in the hub is mostly negative. Seriously? That's not the kind of attitude we want to start with. Biggest issue, none. Team members, 0 of 9. Key opinions, personnel situation, neutral. Team performance, neutral. Team principal, demoralised. What kind of a start is this? This is ridiculous. Mentality summary, mostly negative. What chance have I got here? Nobody believes in the team. Everyone thinks I'm the wrong person to be leading the team. Good Lord. Oh, hang on, there was something oh, well, hey boss, good to see you. I'm looking forward to working together this season. Don't lie to me. This is where you can review the current driver and race engineer roster for the team. We try and stay positive throughout the season. No, you don't. But I have to admit, knowing my contract is up to date and my future with the team is secured certainly goes a long way to keeping a positive mentality. You're not positive at all. All teams have 2 main race drivers. These 2 race drivers will compete in each race for the team assigned to one of the 2 team cars. Teams could also employ affiliate drivers to help them develop and prepare for the future. Any of the team's driver affiliates can replace a driver in practice 1, which will increase their development rates. Drivers have performance ratings that represent how strong they are in different areas. A driver's mentality will impact their likelihood of re-signing a contract, and their growth potential impacts how quickly they improve. Having a higher mentality will allow drivers to perform their best, whereas a lower mentality may cause drivers not to be fully focused on their performance. Each driver in your team has a contract length, role and salary. Their salary will be paid in monthly installments throughout their contract. You can also add clauses when negotiating a driver's contract to include race result bonuses and signing bonuses. Holy bananas. Look at this. Unhappy with other staff. First day, Jamie Humphreys. Welcome to Sim UK Racing. It's very exciting to have you on board, and we're looking forward to taking on the season under your leadership. Yes, you are. Continue to sponsor negotiation in 6 days. Let's do that. I'm thinking maybe we don't have all of our employees in place. Do we have a pit crew or anything like that? welcome to the 2024 season. With the sound of screeching tyres, the time has come for a brand new season of Formula One. Last year, we watched as Red Bull secured the Constructors' Championship, with Max Verstappen accelerated to victory in the Drivers' Championship by about 20 seconds per race. As the teams are revving up for another action-packed season, get ready for drama, intense battles, and fierce rivalries. It's impossible to know who will come out on top. It's going to be Max Verstappen again. But one thing's for sure, it's set to be one of the greatest years of the Formula One yet. They say that every year. What a load of rubbish. Good morning, Sim. Allow me to introduce your talented key staff. Technical Chief is Father O'Brien. Head of... I know, I just hired these people. They will lend their expertise to car part development and the training and management of the pit crew. We also have 2 excellent race engineers, blah, 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 blah. Yes. I know all of this. So we've got Bahrain coming up. We've got some sponsor negotiation today. Maybe this will improve things. This is just ridiculous. How am I meant to turn everybody around with a car that we know is not going to perform? We have to, like, steal some points somehow. Staff. Let's have a look at staff. Pit crew. This is where you can look over the details of your key staff member. Our main focus should be twofold: hiring the most talented staff we can afford and keeping the current team staff members' mentality levels positive. A negative mentality can impact season performance, so we want to stay on top of any issues adding to this. I have 0 chance in this, do I? All drivers and staff have a mentality level that reflects their current professional satisfaction. Staff mentality is affected by their personal situation, the performance of the team, and the team principal management. A staff member's opinion on how the team is managed, from the car setup to the facilities management, will affect their mentality. You can help to improve a staff's opinion by focusing on the area that they disapprove of. But I'm the area that they disapprove of. How am I supposed to work on that? Mentality has a direct effect on a staff member's performance attributes, their contract patience, their development rates, and any affinity gains. Okay. The pit crew often have an intense training schedule, as their performance on race day is instrumental to the team's results. Remember to check in on them and their schedule from time to time. Making sure they don't become too fatigued is the best way to prevent pit stop errors in Grand Prix. There are 4 key staff roles that you need on your team: Technical Chief, Head of Aerodynamics, Race Engineers, and Sporting Directors. Each of these staff members have a contract length sub-teams. You also have 3 sub-teams to manage: the engineering team, scouting team, and the pit crew. The engineering team design, manufacture, and research car parts. The scouting team is used to scout new drivers and staff, and the pit crew can be trained to improve blah, 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 blah. Okay. So I think today we are going to possibly be, this year rather, just trying... Look, they're fatigued. It says well rested 15%, but it says here fatigue. So this must be bad down this end, and this is good. Estimated pit stop time 2.7 seconds. That's about 0.5 of a second too slow. Clem91, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Hope you're well. Can I change this? Chance of mistakes. I'm sure you could change this in the last one. Okay, so we're working on balanced pit stop errors, pit stop time, car building, fatigue reduction. So I want to focus on pit stop time and new tyres on, I think. We'll come back to that. We've got 6 days of that training. Let's see if they can get it down from 2.7 seconds. Right. If we could just finish the first race, I think that would be an achievement. Maybe that would perk everybody up. Sponsor negotiation. Let's see what we could do. Good to meet you. I'm the sponsorship director here. F1 teams are expensive to run, aren't they just? And every team has several revenue streams to keep them afloat. Sponsorship is one way we do this, by building and maintaining strong sponsor relations and working with them to achieve mutually beneficial outcomes. Okay. We select our main sponsor package based on a number of different factors. Our sponsors will expect at least a certain amount of engagement from us during the season. These expectations differ depending on the sponsorship package we have in place. The team is paid either in an upfront payment for hitting engagement targets or for our race day performance. Okay, so what's this then? This is optional sponsor effects. So we have 3 to pick from, and this one's going to give us 3.1 million up front. They're going to give us 21 million up front. Now that is a significant upfront payment. Engagement 3.5, race day 6.2, performance reliance moderate, low.
If you have any questions, just ask.
I think we'll probably go for these guys because their performance reliance is low. Although it's less, it's an upfront payment of 21 million, and I'm not sure how we're going to survive with just 2 million in the bank. So I think we have to go for this to get the 21 million, even though it's 7 million less overall. This is where we can select any optional incentives we might want to carry out with our sponsors. Okay. Mandatory activities, as the name suggests, are non-optional for us and don't drive any engagement for the team. We will, however, ensure that any mandatory activities are distributed throughout the season so we can effectively work around them. Okay. Yes. This is not really going to affect us that much this year. Optional sponsors. Up front. Yeah, we're going to get another 20 odd million up front. So this one, I think we should just go for the most expensive, which is this one. It's 24.8 million up front. Has a negative impact on driver performance rating. Why? Okay, maybe we'll go for Serpent then, which is a fuel-based one. That's 21 million up front. But it doesn't negatively impact on our drivers. I mean, what a... I thought it was meant to be a simulator. That's not very simulation, is it? Can I have another optional sponsor? Let's pick another one that doesn't affect anything. That one? You can have up to 5 optional sponsors to help fund your team. Oh, we're going to have some proper money at some point here. Staff performance rate, driver marketability. Facility effectiveness, driver performance rating. Well, maybe I don't want these guys. Do I want their money, though? I don't think I do want their money if it's going to negatively impact on the team. Who am I kidding? What are we going to actually achieve this year? Let's go for the money. We have no money, so we'll leave the drivers to perform as best they can. Total funding 65.4 million. Okay. So we've actually got some cash now. That's something at least. Okay. So, can I do anything? Huh. Hi, nice to meet you properly. I'm your head of aerodynamics, so I'm on hand to advise you setup of our cars and any parts that need designing ahead of race weekends. This is where we design new car parts. It's also where we manufacture car parts and also install them on either car. The other teams will be constantly improving their car builds, and it's important we stay competitive too. We need to design, manufacture and install new car parts as often as we can. Okay. So our tyre preservation is 15th. So that's actually quite good. Dirty air tolerance is not good. Maybe we should try and do something about that. So this is a front wing thing. We are more than likely going to be behind another car. So if we can improve our dirty air tolerance, maybe that's going to help us be a bit more on the pace. With a bit of a front wing upgrade. So let's have a look, see here. Car part development. Available engineers, 10 out of 10. So if I click on this, let's say design. We need to be constantly improving and upgrading our car build. Yeah, you said that already. The best way to get to grips with all this to see how cars perform over the first race weekend, that we can decide what changes to make once we've reviewed strengths and weaknesses. Yeah, I completely agree with you, but I think so. We got 6.9. Let's put 0.9 on this. I mean, is it going to have a massive impact overall? I think it might do. I mean, we're going to be behind other cars all season, aren't we? But. So for the next race, medium speed is the key. That's where you gain an advantage. Medium speed. Just thinking, are we even going to be able to keep up with them? I don't want to waste some development time on something that's not important. So a chassis upgrade will improve our top speed. Rear wing will increase our DRS effectiveness. Because we're last at the moment. I mean, that's no good, is it? Corner wing at low speed, medium speed, high speed. I'm sure acceleration used to be a thing, but maybe not. Just thinking the front wing is quite cheap to develop. Maybe we need a new chassis for next season rather than this season. So that's 1 million. That's 1.8 million. Wow, a chassis is actually cheaper to develop than a front wing. Okay, 1.8, 1 million, 1 million, 1 million. Let's go for top speed. We'll improve the chassis. How many wind tunnel days do we have? So in 9 days we get a next ATR. Well, let's go for a... Should we just put it all into a chassis then? Because if we've got faster top speed, that's going to make us more competitive, surely. So that's actually going to reduce our top speed. How does optimized aerodynamics reduce our top speed? Okay, race performance. I think that's where we want to be. Engine cooling, we lose a little bit there, but I think we'll be all right. Engineers. Going to take 5 days. Perfect. 3 million quid, well spent on a new chassis. That's going to totally transform our season, that is. You watch. Sponsor plan. What the hell is this? This is where we select activities to fulfill the team's engagement requirement with our sponsors. Continue. Driver marketability influences our engagement level. The more marketable each of our drivers are, the more valuable the engagement we get. Okay. So... this is the energy drinks advert cameo.
I like your confidence.
You like my confidence? Thanks very much. You've got to start confidently, otherwise, you know, where do you go from there? So I'm seeing here like a value. 988 seems to be the thing. I've got to deliver 2,344. Right, we'll do a sponsor event on the first week then. We'll do... we've got to go for the highest stuff to start with. Design Centre advert. Crikey, we're not actually going to deliver this. 684. Oh, factory tour. Bang on. Just about do it. Oh, I didn't realise there were 6 things. I thought there were only 3. Okay. Well, we'll do that. 3 things. Let's get it done and out the way. Confirm. God still hates me. God damn. Alright, let's go to the race weekend and see what happens. I mean, I don't even know if these drivers are going to stay on the track. One of the problems in the last game was one of my drivers just kept driving into the wall again and again and again. It didn't matter what I did. Take it easy, I'd say to him. Yeah, sure, into the wall. Really push. Okay, yeah, sure, into the wall. Didn't matter. Absolutely no difference whatsoever. So we'll see what happens. So that's confirmed. Top speed test, 318. We are slow, but we are working on a new chassis, so we should be faster in the next race. We need a bit of luck, I think. Hi there, I'm the team sporting director. I wanted to chat about performance targets with you, specifically race targets for our drivers. We can choose a target for each driver at each track from different placements and rewards. There's always a risk and reward balance when it comes to race targets. Higher risk targets will earn the team greater rewards, but make sure you're feeling confident about the decision you make. Each race weekend, sponsors will set a choice of race targets. Sponsors will financially reward your team if you achieve the chosen target. Each driver's race targets are based on their predicted race performance in the upcoming Grand Prix. Each of your drivers will have different race targets depending on their individual predicted performance. Performance targets will apply to either the qualifying session, the race itself, or hot streak of finishes. Okay. So, massive reward if she finishes 18th or higher. But I've not seen her race, so I don't really know. What's the negative? Let's keep it really low. Let's just say, yeah. We'll do our best. We're probably going to finish last and second from last. I think that's probably what's going to happen, but you never know. If we can stay on the track, other cars might crash.
And the grid is set to grow. A new season is upon us as Formula One returns to the Middle East, ready to kick things off here in Bahrain.
Bahrain.
The change is afoot. The paddock has grown, the grid extended. Yes, that's right. 11 teams, 22 drivers, and the hottest competition motorsport has to offer. And keep an eye out for a new face this weekend as we prepare to see a debutant take to the track. Let's get on with the weekend.
Let's do it. Welcome to your first race weekend with the team. A normal race weekend starts with 3 practice sessions, a knockout qualifying session, and then the race itself. Later in the season, we'll encounter some different formats, such as a sprint weekend. Okay. Duration 60 minutes, ambient temperature 28°C, clear skies, track water 0, partly cloudy, clear skies, cloudy on Saturday. Okay. Circuit info, race targets 21st or higher, so they're both trying to achieve the same thing. We'll see who's fastest out of these two. I don't even know either of their skills or anything yet. So we've got 1, 2, 3 DRS zones. I've always thought that should be a DRS zone. Just saying. Should be 4, I think. Anyway, I don't really like DRS, so what am I talking about? Fastest pit stops. Locked data not yet available.
With other like-minded folks, the Sim Shack.
Expected strategies: soft, soft, medium, medium, soft, 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 medium, soft. So, okay. Got to keep some softs then. Time consideration. It's on track. Safety car, virtual safety car, 20 seconds, 23 seconds. There's a 3-second gain if there's a safety car on track. That's not bad at all. Okay. I had so many stats on this game. I had a whole spreadsheet of information when I was doing this before. Hi there, I'm your head strategist, and this is the team's race preparation area. This is where we can make changes we need ahead of the upcoming practice session. The team will put together a run plan for the session, but you can review and make changes to it. Bear in mind that tyre usage during practice will impact what tyres will be available for qualifying and the race. Feel free to take a look at the run plan